Oh, do we have a busy stack of videos coming up ahead of us as I finish off this whole entire shop project. We finish up a few things on the van, like putting in the external fuel tanks, which are starting today. Man, the madness going on around here is wild, so buckle up, my friends, because we are going for one heck of a ride. Good morning, Patty. Good morning, bro.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
Oh, man, awesome.
That's good.
Are we ready to...
Tackle this big day?
Yes.
Yes, sir, we are. So out back of my shop has been quite the homeless camp these days. Lauren's laughing, Patty's laughing over here. So over here, this is Patty Crane. She is one of my comment moderators. And she's about to walk into a bus that was just gifted to her. So freaking awesome.
It is. Look
It's
at all the room.
Giant in there.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, it's gonna make quite the home when you're done with it. You'll have to send some pictures and videos and keep us updated.
I will.
100%. I would have turned this into a mobile strip club. That would have been me. I would have called it the Nomad. Yeah, the Nomad slippery pole. That would have been. Because every time I see a bus like this, it's always like a party bus. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like the tinted out windows, all limousine done. It's awesome. So maybe Patty will keep us updated on what she does with that. Lauren, we got some stuff to go pick up, bro.
Yes, let's go.
It's gonna be a busy day.
Oh, yes.
First stop of the day, Lorco. There's Lauren in his glory.
That's the little one. That's the baby one.
That's cute. I think the one that's in my hand right now is adorable. Look at this little bugger. A little stubby.
Yeah.
Good to work, bro. Good morning.
There you go, man.
Good man, how are you? All right, we're gonna need some black seam sealer.
We just walk through. We don't have to stop anywhere.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's it. Just right past the teller. Run, bro, run.
Bye-bye.
See ya. All right, just got back at the shop. Hi, pal. All right, there's the new fuel tanks.
With the coffee.
Look at these things. I am going to paint those things with a black rocker guard here this morning. Bada boom. Painted. So you want me to just tape that whole piece right off?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, and we'll take that off, plug those holes.
Yeah, so even here, if you just put a piece, and a piece just here, the rest can be sprayed.
Yeah, I guess.
Because we need the ground and the positive
Yeah,
here.
I can just tape off this whole piece and leave that that way too. All right, we need a little scuff pad, clean those things up and get ready for paint. Right there, some scuff pads. I am definitely pretty stoked about getting this extra fuel tanks in there. Bada boom. Hold on, man. Where's that party coming from? Ooh. Get it. Yeah. The case is so cool. Hey, Lord. Open up. Wow. Hey, careful, could be a bomb. Take it slow.
Wow.
It's fun, right? We're gonna give Lauren a little bit of music here today. This is the little Musin audio Bluetooth speaker. It's freaking wild, man, this thing. Hey, bro. Here's some tunes for you, buddy.
What, am I gonna get married or something?
I remember years ago.
Oh, you're so
Something missing
sweet.
in my
Look
soul.
at that. Oh, you melt my heart.
That sounds pretty good, eh?
I remember how you
Or
looked
like something fits in your
on the
pocket.
low when I was hooked.
Yeah, even if you just
On the missing piece that made me whole. But you feel like family
Oh,
too.
yeah, they were awesome. But it's cool. You can switch to the
Finding
next track
you was just like
from your phone. It controls your. This thing makes an awesome noise when you turn it on. I know all the fun stuff we get around here. Anyway, guys, Musin Audio is having a sale on right now. And if you use the promo code Vanlife25, you can snag yourself one of these cool things. I know you guys have seen me use this thing before. I've had it in my van for about a year and I flip and love this thing. It is so super fun. I'll leave the links to it down below, guys. Born to be wild, baby. These things are super rad. A little scuff on here with a Scotch-Brite pad should do just fine. All right, we're gonna hit this with some pre-painting prep. This will take all the grease and stuff off of there. All right, what we're spraying this thing with is a little bit of Dominion Sure Seal Gravel Guard. Oh, that's got a nice fine spray to it. Oh, I like that. So we're gonna hit it with a super light coat first, just to help the top coat bond to it. This stuff is drying to the touch in like 5 minutes, and I guess it fully cures in 30 to 45 minutes. So right now this is just the final coat, so to kind of even out the texture and fill in all the last little spots. Then we got one more side to do here on the bottom, and then in a half an hour or an hour, these things will be ready to be put in my home. I'm calling these things my fun boxes. My fun boxes, really. Because you put things in it and then they just create more fun for longer periods of time. My fun boxes. Oh, it looks good. Standing a little bit farther back, just getting good texture. That looks so sick. The texture is on point. Oh God, it's so cool in here. So what we're doing is putting rubber wheels on just about everything we can in here, because we do have some items that have a plastic wheel. And what I'm worried about is when these wheels pick up rocks and stuff like that, or a rock gets snagged underneath it, that it just drags it. We're doing a softer rubber wheel, higher chance it'll roll over anything like that that's on the ground, less chance of scratching this beautiful epoxy floor. So that's what Lauren's doing now, is popping some wheels on some of the new things that we bought the other day. Check that out. Bro, this thing is so cool. Right? That's for doing oil changes or grabbing oil when we're taking something off from underneath. It goes into here, down that tube, held into this tank, and then when you want to empty it, you put the air hose on it, put some pressure in here, and then empty this into an outdoor oil container outside. Bro.
That is money.
So sick.
Yeah, you can just go there, you can adjust it to your height instead of having an oil pan dripping down.
Right? This is so awesome.
And then it's easy to empty it. That's the nice
This
thing.
is perfect.
Plus, it shows you when it's full.
Oh yeah?
So you know.
Oh, right there.
That's the reason for the clear hose.
for the tube. Oh, that's cool.
Right?
You okay there, Cruzy? Hey, you sunbathing? Getting a little suntan? Trying to look all pretty for the ladies? That's my boy. What's going down over here?
We are just taking out the transmission pan. It was tight, but I guess the reason there is no gasket maker, any silicone put there, and that's why they're leaking out by the bolts.
So the first oil change I got after the new transmission went in, the guys were like, hey, you have a pretty substantial leak coming from the oil pan. I'm like, dude, this is brand spanking new. It was like 3,000 kilometers or something like that had gone by, or 4,000 kilometers. And the guy was like, hey man, just so you know, it's leaking. And it's been kind of like leaking ever since. Now, finally getting that little thing taken care of, which is nice because you don't want to have a brand new transmission and it's leaking.
Well, yeah, plus, you know, you have to keep an eye on it.
Dude, I don't mean to interrupt you, man, but that freaking oil smells bad.
It is.
It smells like cat pee, dude.
Yeah, the transmission fluid, and the gear oil that goes into the differential,
Yeah.
those are just like dead fish.
Oh my gosh, like this stuff smells like cat pee.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's brutal. I can smell whatever this is. I'm like, damn, dude.
You get this on your clothes and on your skin, you better have a place to shower, man. Because otherwise you're gonna stink. And thank God we have one.
We do.
Because probably I'm gonna get some of myself here.
I got the first oil leak on the floor too, bro. Yeah. I did it.
Here we go. Oh, shower up, Lauren.
Having one of those with a great big rectangle pan might be a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you're gonna smell like pee, bro.
I am. Ooh, look at that, eh?
Oh yeah, that stuff stinks. Cruzy's out there living his best life. Look at that. I'm pretty curious to see how many liters of fuel these things carry. Right now it's just a guesstimate. We'll find out when I put my first fill up in here. Should probably double my van's fuel capacity. I've always been a little bit skeptical of this rock garden and can stuff, but this feels really good. Oh yeah, money. So how those dual fuel tanks are gonna work is there will be a second fill-up tube in the same little side compartment that I open to put in my normal fuel. So when you open this thing there will be two ways to fill up in there. So I just run the gas thing down here on this side to fill up one set of tanks and down on this side to fill up the other set of tanks. At least that's the plan anyway. Things may change as we start to get into that part of the project, but we got ourselves a second filler neck here. Got this from the auto wrecker. Amanda went and picked this up the other day. And we're gonna be using this thing to put in there. And what Lauren's hoping is that we can mount them together, kind of pointing towards each other. So when you put the gas nozzle in, it's one or two. Whether there's enough room in there to do this, who knows? The other option was to cut a hole in the side of the van and then just run the tube down into the new tanks. And how we get the fuel from the new tanks to the main tank is we will have a pump. And Lauren said it takes about 15 minutes to pump the other tanks into the main tank because they do that a lot with the vegetable conversions. You either have a switch so it goes from one tank to the second tank, or you have it so it just pumps from the rear up to the front, and that's how I chose to do it. So these both two tanks together, when my regular gas tank, which is right here, when this one starts to run low or gets empty, I flip the switch and I fill up from myself. Pretty freaking cool. And we also got some parts here for doing my air compressor. So we're going to be putting the air compressor outside. This will be in a little shed right out the back here. That way when it kicks on and off, it's not scaring our little cruisy bear, but we need to put this through the wall. And here's what we chose on how to do it. So the idea is, obviously we're gonna use tape and stuff to mount these together. So Mike figures it's about 7 inches from the inside to the outside with the wall. So we're gonna put the coupler in the middle with some tape on there to seal it. And then this piece on that side. This screws on here. This goes on the outside of the wall. This goes on here for the inside of the wall. So on the outside, once this thing's mounted in there, we can plug the compressor air line right into the compressor, feeds air through here, out this side. Bada boom. So that right there is the plan. So this will go through the wall. These three will stay on our side of the wall and the single one to the compressor on the other. I think that'll work out quite well. Sweet. Crazy. Would you like a treat?
Yeah, of course you do, buddy.
Bro, you gotta chew it, bro. You're choking to death there, buddy. You good? You get it the whole thing. You take it slow. Take it slow, bro. Chew it. Bro, you gotta chew those things, bro. Don't just swallow them whole. What the heck is going on in there?
It's like a revolution, man.
That's a trip, dude.
Yeah.
That's wild. Something we need to build over here is the shop kitchen. That'll be where coffee pot is and a little burner and stuff like that. So we can cook in the shop down here instead of always going upstairs. Having our own little space like we had in the other shop is something we still need to do. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get along on that before I leave on my trip. If anything, we'll get the espresso machine put there so Lauren can make his espressos and his Americanos and stuff like that. The espresso machine is, ta-da! It's in that one. So there's a reason for having so many empty things of these. So when we need a box just for the stuff for the lift, we have everything in one box. Sure, it's a bit of a waste of space, especially when these boxes aren't fully full. But in this box is all the extra parts the installer guy left when he put in the lift. And instead of, losing all this stuff, we're gonna keep it in a bin and we're gonna mark it saying lift extra parts. Oh, there's no more paper left. Why is it not printing? What's going on here? Shows that there's stuff left. Parts for lift. This dog of mine is spoiled freaking rotten. Where are you going, buddy?
There you go, buddy. You're so good. I know.
It's progress. And no, I didn't just throw it all in a box. Let's go check on our guard dog and see what he's up to. I'm pretty sure he's doing exactly what's in that picture. How's our guard dog doing? You know there's air conditioning inside, right?